Okay, so I got through the first two parts pretty easily the first time, and then I spent 20 minutes on this part. And I tried to, again and again. I turned off the recording and tried again and again and again and again. But the problem is, when you retry in this game, the stupidest thing about this, when you retry, all of your commands start reset. So I didn't even get to start with any commands. That stupid signal came in late. That's the key to beating him, is getting that off. I never could before either. I didn't get it once. I came close to beating him a couple of times. I would have done even better if I hadn't been blown away by his DM already. But golly, that was insane. This might be the worst fight I've come across thus far. And it's only on standard. I did all the BBS on critical. As stupid as those are, at least with the invincible iframes you have from counter hits and rushes and dashes and cartwheels and everything else. But all the stuff that should make you give you iframes in this don't. You only have a very short dodge roll.
Did I finally make it out of the dream?
So one Curaga was almost not enough to do it. And if I tried both Curagas, I probably wouldn't have been...
since the start of our journey.
Golly, that was insane. So finally, I re-recorded the first two steps so that I could...
And that means...
keep the video, and then if I had to retry, because retrying is almost impossible against that form. You just, if you don't start with your balloon Ruz, you can't possibly do enough damage to him.
Somewhere.
It's so insane. It's the worst retry in the entire sequence. At least everything else gives you refills. But the most important resource, your stupid things, they don't, so... Okay, so I think that I can't do any more until after he's there. So you notice I've got different guys now. I went and leveled up a bunch too, or a little at least. I gained a couple of levels, which helped out. So I guess now it's finally time to drop and see what Sora can do. Okay. Hopefully this will be enough to get Sora through.
Huh?
All the Kingdom Hearts fights, and the rest of this is really easy, but it's just the fact that...
Your Majesty! Donald! Goofy!
That the retry reset us all. That's what really made it... Oh. There's no idea how long I pounded at that. I want to get this finished. Now approaching, at the time I'm recording this, 3 o'clock in the morning. I should have finished that fight an hour ago.
Wait! Naminé! I've got a message for you. I meant to tell you once this was all over.
I have to sort through those.
Huh?
Ooh,
Who
nice.
are you?
So the biggest problem is, since I was too much in shock to talk during those previous cutscenes, stuff I missed out on, like
Why am
Riku
I-
being a Dream Eater suddenly
Well,
makes
hey,
at least
wait!
a sort of sense to how the worlds were divided and everything. It was mostly Sora's job, but as part of the protection, Riku had to do things. But there were still some that weren't separated right for that, but whatever. And as for those things, I mean, seriously, they're worse than double reaction commands. Okay, I'm only 28 too. I need to seriously gain some levels. Well, should I keep these spirits or... Big Bear is doing some good. Maybe I'll keep these guys in. Although he's not a super strong spirit. Kind of like him more. Let's bring Slugma back in. I really like Snorlax from gear, probably. You guys are pretty much maxed now. I could possibly create more, but I ended up, in order to buff my spirits and get the last few points that I need, I sold a lot of,
Yeah. There. Take this.
Oh, I need to get the new balloon ready.
Take this. Take this. Take this. Take this. Yeah. 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 Hello.
It's easier to see with his.
Hey. Hey. Ha. Here. Take this. Take this. Take this. Take this. Yeah. Yeah. Ha. Hey.
I also need to put on new Keyblade. After, everything I went through with that, Balloon Rod is definitely the superior one to Balloon. The last thing, it's been a couple of years since I'd seen the speed run. I remembered Balloon Rod vaguely. I wasn't sure how it was totally different than Balloon, except being better. Oh, they were all together, one shot. There's probably, I was just watching a bit of it, trying to figure out how close I was to the end, as well as Super Glide is somewhere that I missed, fortunately.
Heal. Take this. Yeah. Take this. Ha. Take this. Ha.
Super Glide is faster, and it also doesn't drop you nearly as much. But this might be enough to get me over to here or close to it.
Yeah.
Problem is, after gliding, they won't let me air dash. So if I don't quite make it, I'm gonna drop all the way to the bottom. Oh, fine.
Take this. Yeah. Take this. Yeah. Take this. Yeah. Take this. Ha. Yes.
Salvation.
Heal. Yeah.
Oops.
Ha. Ha. Take this. Yeah. Take this. Yeah. Take this. Ha. Take this. Yeah. Take this. Yeah.
Nine.
This. Ha. Take this. Yeah.
I really hope that his final bosses aren't harder than Riku's. Really stinks that glide and slow motion can't work in concert.
Oh. Oh. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Take this. Yeah. Here. Take this. Yeah.
Well, for one thing,
Let's go.
the links are better in any case.
Take this. Ha. Take this. Yeah. Take this. Ha. Take this. Take this. Take this. Ha. Take this. Ha. Heal. Come on, wait up. Who
Now all
are
of a sudden he's Elder Sora, but we don't get Elder Sora in battle.
you? You're Roxas. How can you be here? Am I dreaming?
There's the Roxas music.
Come on, say something.
This could have been the other way around.
Huh?
But it really has to be you.
What do you mean?
There are so many hearts that are connected to yours. You're me, so you can feel what I felt.
No. Roxas, you're you. We're not the same. I wanted to tell you that. That you deserve as much as I do to be your own person.
That's what Roxas really needed to hear,
Sora,
I think.
see? That's why it has to be you.
And of course, this goes to explaining a little bit better why Sora is so determined to have to help Roxas out. One of his many objectives in Kingdom Hearts 3. Oh, and now he's back to being this Sora again. I wish that there was some sort of explanation for that besides, oh, we needed Kingdom Hearts 2 Sora for these good
Not
scenes.
again. Did they cause all this pain? What do you want me to see?
Sora, don't chase the dreams. They'll lead you nowhere. just to an abyss you'll never be able to wake up from.
Okay.
Take this. Yeah.
These things spawn at pretty far range for a game like this. I mean, some of them kind of do in Kingdom Hearts 3, but Kingdom Hearts 3 has enormous open areas where
Hey. Yeah.
big giant fields.
Take this. Come on. Take this. Take this. Take this. Take this. Take this. Take this. Yeah.
1157.
Heal.
That's where I came.
Oh. Take time. Ha! Oh,
Darn it.
take this. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Ha, ha.
Almost all four at once.
Ha! Hey, take this. Take this. Ha! Take this. Yeah. Take this. Ha! Take this. Ha! Here. Take this. Yeah. Take this. Ha! Take this. Yeah. Take this. Yeah. Yeah. Take this. Ha! Take this. Yeah. Ha! Ha! Take this. Yeah. Here. Take this. Yeah. Take this. Ha! Take this. Yeah. Take this. Yeah. Take this. Yeah. Take this. Yeah.
Okay, am I level... Nope, still level 30. Thought I was closer to 31, I think. Up here. Tanner, do you have a second one if...
Yeah. Take this! Ha! Take ha! Heal! Take this! Yeah! Take this! Ha! Take this! Yeah! Take this! Ha! Take this! Ha! Take this! Yeah! Take this! Yeah! Okay! Take this! Yeah! Take this! Yeah! Yeah! Ha! Okay! Take this! Yeah! Take this! Yeah! Take this! Yeah! Take this! Yeah! Together! Heal! Take this! Ha! Take this! Ha! Take this! Ha! Take this! Ha!
Wrong way again.
Yeah! Yeah! Riku! Kairi! I found you!
Don't chase the dream, Sora.
Huh? Who?
Ven.
Ven,
Huh? Huh? What is going on?
Sora, don't! You've got to wake up! Sora!
Come on, Riku, slap him. Or find whichever of your Dream Eaters has the coldest nose and press it up against his leg. That's a good one. Now some real BBS stock footage.
What?
Is he going to wake up yet?
Whoopsie daisy. Wasn't easy putting you into a second sleep, and he almost woke you up.
So then, all that stuff I just saw, did you put that in my head?
No, that wasn't stuff. It was a dream. The falling asleep part was definitely our bad. But we can't put stuff in your head. Hey, I got an idea. Ask your heart. See if it's got a clue.
Well, my heart was aching. That's why I kept going.
Oh, thank you, Sora's heart, for pushing him right into our clutches. Aren't hearts great? Steer us wrong every time.
You know, right? Because you all have hearts. Axel, and Roxas, and Naminé, and that other girl. I felt what Roxas felt. And they laughed together, got mad, and they grieved. You have to have a heart to cry.
It's about time you noticed.
Indeed. A heart is never lost for good. There may have been variances in our dispositions, but a number of us unquestionably showed signs of a burgeoning replacement. Once born, the heart can also be nurtured. Our experiments creating Heartless were attempts to control the mind and convince it to renounce its sense of self. But understand, one can banish the heart from the body, but the body will try to replace it the first chance it gets, for as many times as it takes. And so I knew, even after we were divided into Heartless and Nobodies, it was just a temporary separation.
Why then? Why did you lie to them and tell them they had no hearts?
Xemnas and Xehanort formed the organization for a specific reason. Round up a bunch of empty husks, hook them up to Kingdom Hearts, then fill them all with the exact same heart and mind. Translation? They were gonna turn all the members into Xehanort.
Make more Xehanorts? You tricked your friends to... But you, aren't you scared of just turning into someone else?
Me? I'm already half Xehanort.
That's nuts.
However, through weakness of body, weakness of will, or weakness of trust, most of the original members we had chosen for the organization were inadequate. Thus, naturally, they never had a chance to attain their goal. Yet, even this was to be expected. We have learned of the heart's folly, and we have achieved our other goals. This last excursion has proven to be a worthy closing assignment for the organization.
Good for you.
Just stop it! You treat people's hearts like bottles on a shelf, but they're not. Hearts are made of the people we meet, and how we feel about them. They're what ties us together even when we're apart. They're what make me strong.
Duh. You're strong because of the ties you have with other people. As if the Keyblade would choose a wimp like you. But no pouting. We see much bigger and better things in your future once you side with us.
I know the Keyblade didn't choose me, and I don't care. I'm proud to be a small part of something bigger.
The people it did choose. My friends, they are my power!
Those are just words. You've lost.
Zigbar's getting spooked by ghosts for no good reason.
Fine. See where your power gets you here. Xemnas! He's all yours!
Okay, Xemnas boss fight, I guess. Maybe. I'm about to get trashed again and go crying home. We'll see.
As your flesh bears the sigil, so your name shall be known as that of a recusant.
Yeah. 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 Ha ha. Oh, ha. Oh, take this. Yeah. Take this. Yeah. Take this. Ha. Heal. Take this. Yeah. Take this. Yeah. Take this. Yeah. Take this. Yeah. Yeah. Take this. Yeah. Ha. Take this. Ha. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, oh. Okay. Take this. Ha. 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 Yeah. Yeah. Oh, ha. Yeah. Heal. Take this. Yeah. Take this. Take this. Ha. Take this. Ha. Take this. Ha. Take this. Yeah. Ha. Oh. Take this. Ha. Ha ha. Take this. Yeah. Ha. Oh, ha. Take this. Yeah. Oh, oh. Ha ha.
Despair shall be yours.
Heal.
Okay, where is he? Not here. Great.
Oh. Oh. There. Let's go. Take this. Right. Take this. Yeah. Take this. Right. Oh, oh, take this. Yeah. Yeah. Take this. Right. Take this. Here. Yeah.
So much easier than Ansem. Holy cow, was that so much easier than Ansem. Now we have to fight final boss young Xehanort, please. Just only final boss young Xehanort.
You... again.
You just make it too easy. I know you think you've won, but you lost the moment you dived this far in. You're in the deepest pit of slumber, and you've worn yourself down to nothing. There's no returning to the world above.
What do you mean?
We told you. It was not the sleeping keyholes that guided you. They are not the reason you are here. You've been on a path, one we laid out for you. That sigil on your chest is the proof.
What?
See, that sigil, the X, it tells us where you are at all times. You had wondered aloud before why we kept showing up where you were. It's because we need you, Sora. Or, to be more precise, we need what will be left of you. The 13th Dark Vessel.
Why,
Why was it assured you would come here today? Because I followed my destined path, and I'm here looking at you right now. You can move through time, but time itself is immovable. Today, all of my selves throughout time were meant to gather here, and to welcome you, Sora, as our 13th member. These facts cannot be changed.
what's gonna happen?
I have now told you all that I know. We are all here, and what the future holds in store is beyond my sight. I will return to my own time and grow into the man who becomes all these others. While I know this future now that I have lived it, returning to my own time will erase the memories and experiences I have gained here. Still, my appointed path is now etched in my heart, which will first lead me to seek the outside world.
Riku.
Your heart will sleep forever in the folds of darkness, and your body will be another vessel for me. So light gives way to darkness. Good night, Sora.
The Castle Oblivion sleeping place, huh? Okay. Darn it, how much is left? Let me out of here. Yay, Ventus! Hearts tied to Sora. Alright, back to Riku. No more dropping at all. No new items. They should have given us a new ultimate Keyblade before this. Oh well, I'm gonna stop this video here.